Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Denise here, Denise Abate Smith, and I am Treasures of a Crafty Mind. And today we are doing a tutorial. Today we are going to be making this project here, okay? I had someone ask me, or a couple of people ask me how I made it, and I actually did make this like a journal. And I made like a signature and sewed it in, and I am going to show you how I did it. So grab your paper, your glue, scissors. Here's the measurements that we are going to be working with today. Okay, so I have here 2 recycled chipboard pieces. From my previous video, I shared with you what I use for making mini albums, and these are 2 of them. And if you have pets and you buy the boxes of the 3-ounce cans of food, you might have these, you know, the varieties. They separate the flavors of cans, and they have these. So I have 2 5 1/8 inch by 7 5/8, I believe. Anyway, whatever you want, you can start with. It really is not set in stone. I think it's 5/8 and I wrote 5/6. So anyway, I have these here, and I am going to be working with 8 printable pages that came out, that I cut to 7.5 inches by 11 because it's legal size paper. And then for the spine, I have 1 inch by 7 5/8. So these are 5 1/8 by 7 5/8, and I have my spine that is 1 inch by 7 5/8. And then here is my guide for when I go to sew in the signature. Okay, so if you would like to follow along, you can grab your stuff now and let's make them. Okay, so here are my 2 pages that I have printed and I have ready to go. And what you will see is, let's see, I think I want to do it this way. Okay, so what you will see is that there is not room. Okay, and as you can see, it would not work with 1 page. So what we're going to do is glue 2 together so that we can cover all of our chipboard. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be back in a moment. Okay, and now you can glue the book together and give yourself a bit of room to be able to fold the pages over and kind of sort of cover the bottom. Okay? Okay, and now that we have creased all of our edges and folded them over, we can now glue those down, okay? Okay, and I have done the same thing for the interior cover, but these I have cut down to 7 5/8. Let's see, what do we got here? There we go. See? So you just want to cut your width down so that you will get a nice coverage on the inside. Alrighty, and I think I'm going to cut them down just a little bit more, and then I will do the same, glue them together so that I have enough to cover across. Okay, so we sewed our holes. Now I have a large eye needle. I honestly am not sure. I was gifted this needle. So I am going to be using a really narrow ribbon, and I'm keeping them together. I have my holes. I know which side I'm going to use. And I'm not a master at sewing in signatures. So there we go. We have our hole. And there we go. I've given myself plenty. Okay, let's see. And now I'm going to come up through the top. Get my hole. There's really fancy ways too that you can sew in your signatures. Oh my gosh. They're just beautiful. On YouTube, oh my gosh. They have so many wonderful tutorials. Okay. So now let's see. Where's my other thread? There we go. And we've got this one here. All right. And now I'm going to go back through the middle. Okay. And now through the other end. And you could go one more time to reinforce it real good, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it there because that's just kind of how I know what to do. That's, that's as good as it's going to get with me doing it. That's all I got to say. All right. And tie it. And then one more time. Did I get it in? And then one more time this way. There we go. And I want to do some kind of a dangle here. So I'm just going to trim this off like so. All right. Now we have sewn in our signature. Okay. All right. Now let's get our glue and we're going to glue the pages down. Okay, so here's the book. Here's the center page. Now I'm going to open this up to this last page over here. And I'm going to use Beacon 3-in-1 glue for the remainder because my other glue is clogged up. Okay, now this you can be, you know, not too fussy with, but you're going to glue that. And see, I did clean the edges, but this I left because we're going to fold it over and glue it down. Oops, get that rounded better. All right, and then you should probably use a ruler or a bone folder, and so you can get in there and get that down really good. Okay. And then we're going to repeat with this page. Make sure you just have one page. There we go. Boy, yeah, just one page. Whew. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this tutorial. If you are here and actually listening, give me a heart emoji and a bird. There will be a giveaway, and I would really appreciate it if you did that. Okay, now this one, oh wait, yeah, this one, because you want room to tuck something, okay? All right, because it's tucks. It's a bunch of little tucks. And then the next page, and we will continue this way on this side, and then we will do the other. I'm going to finish up these pages, and then I will come back and we'll do the other side. Okay, here's this side, and now let's do the other side. I'm going to turn it around and repeat the same to the other side. And what's fun about this is you can do this any way you want to. You can stagger the pages, you can make them come out farther, you can make them come out or come in just a little bit farther. It's all up to you what you want to do with your project. Now this one, I'm going to just cover up this line a bit. Like so. There we go. And the beauty of it is, whatever just got messed up, you really can't see it. There's still room to tuck something. And anything that ends up hanging over, not a big deal. You know what? Okay. Now the next page. All right. And I will repeat and finish up, and I will see you back in a moment. Okay, and here we have it. all of the pages are glued down. You can leave them, you know, as rounded and fluffy as you want, or flatter. You know, you can see that it's all up to you. You can stagger the pages. I just think they are so much fun to make. And now all we have to do is add some beads to the center if you wanted to, and make it a little bit more festive. Okay, beads are sewn in. I love it. It's so beautiful. This is a really fun project to make, and now you can, or I can embellish it any way I want to. Here's how the back looks. How fun it is to play with printed papers, especially digitals, that you can pick and choose the exact papers you want. And the same with building the interior of this fun Rolodex style book. And there's lots of room to add all kinds of goodies, so this would be a great Happy Mail or a swap. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, here is the one that I shared in my last video for the collab, how it can look finished. It's not super shabby, but I love how this one turned out. And again, here is the back. And depending on what thread you are using, you can get really beautiful, you know, design elements and stuff with just using different threads and beads. Have a great day. Thank you again, and I hope you will consider subscribing if you are not already subscribed, and I will see you in my next crafty video. Bye for now, guys. This is Denise Abate Smith, and I am Treasures of a Crafty Mind, and this is what my crafty mind came up with, and it is inspired by Prickly Pink Crafter. So I'm so glad that I saw hers, and I didn't see a tutorial, so make sure you check her channel, and check out other Rolodexes on YouTube. You never know what videos are out there, so just type them in the search and you look for crafty stuff. Thanks again. Bye.